My name's Donna Yeager. Oddly enough, my husband, I got up one morning, this was not even anything personal, we just happened to sleep together, and the next morning he said, it's probably no big deal, but I feel this little lump, and you ought to go get it checked out. And I was like, oh, Pasha, I just am a couple months behind on my mammogram. Lindsay's getting married in Puerto Vallarta. It's a destination wedding. There's no way I have time to do this. I'll do it after the wedding. So, had a great wedding in Puerto Vallarta and came back, and it's December now, and every day my husband's saying, have you made an appointment with a doctor? Have you made an appointment with a doctor? And he's really not like that. He's never in my business. And so it was just so completely out of character for him. One morning he looked at me before I went to school and he said, hey, if you don't make an appointment with the doctor today, don't come home. And I was like, what? It was just so unlike him. So I called Lee OB-GYN and asked for an appointment, and they got me right in, and the doctor said, yeah, we probably ought to just go get an x-ray. It's probably nothing. So I went over to the hospital, and they did an x-ray, and then I did another x-ray, and they did another x-ray, and then they're like, well, it's probably nothing, but we should probably go ahead and get a biopsy. And they said, do you want us to call you with the results? And I said, sure.
I'm the EAMC Breast Health Navigator. I contact patients who have abnormal mammograms and schedule them for further testing. I do breast cancer survivorship. I do chemotherapy education for our breast cancer patients. And I'm the events coordinator for the Cancer Center. And then again, I also have the privilege of being able to do breast cancer survivorship at the end of treatment. It's a lot of information to give them. It's overload. It's brand new to them. A lot of it is just the fear that they have of the unknown. So that can be very tearful as well, but tearful in a good way.
And my phone rings, it's a number I don't recognize, so I picked it up. And this doctor who I've never heard of says, hi, this is Dr. So-and-so, may I speak with Ms. Yeager? And I said, this is she. And he said, Ms. Yeager, I regret to inform you, but you do have cancer. I think I was so in shock that I called everyone. Once I got home, I was just like, hey, Dan, I just want to let you know I have cancer. Call my mom, so I have cancer. Called my one and only child, Lindsay, I have cancer. Lindsay says, I thought you were joking, Mom, because who says that? I just didn't, it was just really out of proportion. I didn't know what.
I don't get them right after they've been diagnosed, but I do get them shortly after they find out they have breast cancer. So a lot of times they're still very numb and very new to the idea of having cancer. So it can be challenging at some point, having to deal with emotions with patients, but generally they do very well.
I think the daily struggles really became after treatment. So first, once they discover that you have an aggressive tumor, it's like a blur, they don't waste time. I had a port put in, which is a plastic triangle thing, because if they just were to drop the chemotherapy like on your bag, it would burn a hole in it. So they can't put it in your veins because it would burn up your veins. And I taught while I was going through chemo. I didn't really teach. I think I showed up and my coworkers kind of helped me be where I was supposed to be. I lost all my hair. I wore a bright blue wig at graduation. I had a senior Tiger Connect class, so they said, you won't wear that blue wig. And I was like, oh, yeah, I will. It's a whole process when you have cancer. It's an equal opportunity disease. I sent you a picture of me at my very worst, looking in the mirror, no hair on my body. Chemo makes you violently ill. It's like sitting in a big room, and there are a bunch of lazy boy recliners, and you're all kind of facing the center, and every nurse has like 2 patients. And the man next to me, like right there, coded, which means he went flatline, like the chemo got to him. And automatically, like, I can't tell you, doctors started running from everywhere, and they had him unhooked and on a gurney and out of there. And I was just like, I'm not doing this. The nurses at EMAC were so amazing. They literally like grabbed my face in their hand and looked at me and said, stop it, that is not you. You don't have that kind of cancer, you're not gonna have that reaction. And I was like, okay, I can do this. And so the first one was, I think, the hardest, because you don't know, they have to tell you all the bad possible things, and I didn't die. So in July, starting in December until July, that was my treatment. And now, for the last 3 years, I have hair back, yay. When I was bald completely, I said if my hair ever grows back, I'm gonna have it long enough to be in a ponytail. So it'd probably really be better looking if it was short now, but I'm pretty happy to have it in a ponytail. Knowing that I'm a survivor feels like the greatest thing ever. I'd never feel worthy of it, but
Early detection, early detection, early detection.
if you know someone who's going through this, reach out to them. Don't be afraid. Tell them you're proud of them.
Anytime that you feel that you've got an abnormal, something going on in your breast that's abnormal, a lump, bump, anything like that, please let your doctor know about it or your healthcare provider, or call me and I can direct you to somewhere that can help you. But if you're of the age to start having mammograms, please start having your mammograms done yearly.
I've been healthy. There's never been any cancer anywhere in my family, and so that makes me smile.